There are some bonuses that carry over from after the early access. Is there? I actually don't even know them. Like, I know there was the beta that gave you the backpack with, like, the puppy in it or something. But that was that was like 2 betas ago. As far as bonuses from this one, I don't know them. Oh, kamikaze guys. Oh my god, this thing has a lot of hit points. Oh, that's cool. He made like an ice shard thing spawn behind me and like boot me toward him. I will say I'm looking forward to when I get high enough level to see the, what is it? The, oh god, not the freaking shot. Oh god, where is it? Here we go. The Paragon system. Because I find this right here, I find to be really, really bland. Like, you know, Diablo 1, you know, there was just a spell book. D2, by the end of it, after some updates, they did a synergies thing. And you could have up to 20 points in a skill, and any skill would boost other skills related to it. So like putting points in a bone wall would improve the strength of bone spear. Putting points into poison dagger would increase the strength of poison nova. In this game, instead of putting 20 points into a skill, you put 5. And then it has 1 point, and then a 1 point choice. So there's like less ways with skill points of strengthening skills in this game than D2. Now D3 just had choose 6 skills and each skill had a rune. For example, Wizard had Hydra, and Hydra was just, you know, a little fire Hydra on the ground like the current one. But then the Hydra, you could do a rune, and it could be Mammoth Hydra, Arcane Hydra, Electric Hydra, Poison Hydra, which is my personal favorite. Ice Hydra, like, there was so much customization, and here, compared to that, there's just A or B. That's it. So every skill in D3 had 6 options, but in this game, it's A or B. So there's less strength in the skill tree as far as putting points in than D2, and there's a third of the customization of D3. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Paragon tree to this thing to see what it does, because yeah, this is fine. I'm having fun. I am, but I also am kind of disappointed looking at this. Demon's Approach. We need to get through.
I think I can dispel it.
Whee! Whee! Oh no. I'm actually, for once, going to put myself in the prison to keep them off of me. Bone Barricade. Also in D3, you could assign any skill to any button, and you had multiple skills per button, I guess. Classification, I don't know. 4 skills per classification. Don't worry, Mike, you'll enjoy a bigger skill tree in last epoch. Yeah, maybe. Again, I want to be clear. I'm having fun right now. I am. I'm just, you know, saying, you know, they always say, like, the Blizzard polish and all of that. I just wish this had more. I like customization. The more little choices I get to make, the more unique I feel my experience is. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to do this. So we unlock Skeletal Mages. Shadow Mages. Okay, and let's see. Shadow Mage have a 10% chance to stun for 2 seconds. This cannot happen on the same enemy more than once every 5 seconds. Or, They fire an additional Shadow Bolt every 5th attack. I like stun locking. Alright, let's get some corpses and summon some mages. I don't know how many we get, so we're gonna find out.
Not enough blood. Never enough blood. I will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary, Mother.
A dead priest. A huge gash across his neck has drained him of his
Priest.
blood.
He must be from the escort Vigo sent. There she is.
Go ahead, I have your back.
Mother? Nirel? You're just in time. Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the Firstborn. A trove of magic and knowledge. I opened the way for Lilith, but I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop. Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little magpie. She awakened me. She showed me things I can't even
Of all
put
the
into
Diablo
words.
4 streamers, this one's the best.
Once I finished,
That's a very high bar, thank you.
I don't care what she showed you. Please, let's just get out of here.
oh, I see. Yes, clever magpie. Trying to lead me away so you can take all this for yourself. Hmm? This is my discovery, not yours. I will finish these runes with your blood!
Stop this!
Look at the gifts she's given me.
Do I have mage? Oh yeah, there's some mages. Okay. Alright, so looks like 3 mages, 4 warriors is max.
Take what's mine.
Boop. I know this. Ah! Oh my gosh.
Ready.
Oh nice, they got her pinned against the pillar. The hellspawn couldn't move there for a minute.
I don't want you to die!
The drop link doesn't work on mobile. The drops for Diablo 4 start on Monday, so there's no rush. If you're like watching and you're not home yet or something, you can take care of it later. Oh, I actually lost some Skelly Bros that time. The Bone Prison's really good for these succubi that are trying to drift all over the room. A lot of squishing going on, yeah. I'm sorry.
You were protecting me. I don't want to hate you. I'm trying. I really am.
That's a good line.
We're going to make Lilith pay for what she's done. So we need blessed blood. Go back to your Prava. Get that blessing. Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes. My mother started this damn ritual. I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the mist.
Well, there's a lot of demon blood around if you need some for your
Why
writing.
there? The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time. I'm sorry. Just leave me.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Matt. Good night, Drago. Her mom dies. Everyone, oh no. Anyways. Honestly, like, you know, real talk as far as story writing goes, I think this scene was painted pretty well. Like, the mom is obviously, you know, Lilith made her a little, you know, crazy. The daughter's trying to appeal to her. Mom goes crazy. She uses demon magic. She basically kills herself. We're forced to fight her to defend her. But we let her go in first to try to talk her down. And then when we were forced to fight her and we killed her, she's like, I know you were just doing that to defend me. I am trying to not hate you. I really, really am. Like, I think that whole scene was written pretty well. Do I want to use any of this? This is almost identical. What's different? It's got one more thorns. Okay, I'll just leave that out. Ooh, big damage increase on the knife. Okay, so... what's the goal here? Do we just go to town? And I have one skill point unassigned. Let's see, probably want to increase the mages at some point. 3 points in that is 9% increased damage to cursed enemies, and I'm spamming curses on everything. I'm close to whatever's down here. Alright, let's get, Bone Prison applies vulnerability. Let's get that back for now. Okay, so port to town. Hey, Mike, how the green numbers going? Not a lot of them at the moment. Nice review of Everspace. It's been interesting to see how you refine the intro as you've gone along. I think you got a good lead in now. Oh, thank you, Lyga. I appreciate that. Yeah, before I recorded the Everspace review, for anyone who... the game's choppy because I tabbed out. That's not just how the game is, it's because I tabbed out. For anyone who might be new here tonight, I do a series called Is It Worth It? Where I review games after I've played them and give a review in like around 5 minutes on if I think it is worth your money, how much time I got out of it, did I hit any bugs, anything good or negative to say, and I don't spoil the game at all. So if any of you are interested in that, you know, this is my my YouTube channels. The first one is the one with the series that we're talking about. But yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2, that one comes out next Wednesday. But the Everspace 2 final thoughts, yeah. I'd actually gotten some feedback from people in the business that had a few tips for me, and I used those to kind of mold the shape of the wordplay I was using a bit before I finished recording that one and released it. Okay. D4, is it worth it? Too soon to tell you. So far, everything I've seen is the same as what I saw in the beta. Except, you know, there's been a little bit of class balancing. Necro's not as insane as before, but I think that is okay. It was insane before. That said, I want this playthrough to be complete. I want this playthrough to have all the cinematics, all the conversations, so I'm not skipping through the stuff I've already seen. Like, during the first beta, when I was on character number 3, I was just blasting through all this. I wasn't listening to anybody.
Angels above, you've returned.
Angels above. I need a holy blessing to continue chasing Lilith.
The Reverend Mother will want to hear of this, but she's away at Corvalar. Seek your blessing there. Everything is unfolding as Inarius foretold. Soon, he will be free to escape Sanctuary and return to the heavens where he belongs.
I heard in D4 everything gets reset every season. What's the point of the grinding when it's like an EA game where everything gets wiped every few months? Rawix, that's a good question. So, how can I explain this? So there are like your standard characters. Now I'm going off what I know from D3, D2, and D1 chat. I think this is right for D4, but correct me if I'm wrong. There's your standard characters and there's seasonal characters. Seasonal characters, you know, like they start a new season and there are no seasonal characters. So everybody that makes one is on an equal playing field. They all start the same day or later, and then they start playing through the season. All the new stuff that they have added is in that new season. At the end of that season, all of those characters, they don't get deleted, but they become standard characters, the normal ones. And all of that new stuff gets moved over to normal, and then a new season with new stuff starts. So you can keep playing the same character forever if you want to. That's totally fine. But essentially the items and stuff that you'll see will always be kind of like one patch behind the seasonal stuff. That's the vibe of it. That's how it works. You're totally fine to do that. There's also like hardcore characters, which you play until, you know, that's for, you know, little added edge. You play until they die, and then depending on the ARPG, in some games the hardcore character is just flat out deleted, and in other ARPGs, when you hardcore character dies, it simply becomes a non-hardcore character. Played Melee Druid in beta, was not good. Daxius, that I tried summoning shapeshifting druid. It was nowhere near as strong as a sorcerer or the necro. Chat, I need a very quick bathroom break. I'll just be back in a minute. Here's my cat. Alright, we back. What is the difference between standard and seasonal characters? In most ARPGs, now I haven't like studied up on how D4 is going to do it. I assume it's the same. In most ARPGs, like they add new stuff each season. It's not the exact same every season. So when they add new stuff, that stuff goes into the seasonal characters, not into the standard stuff. Because they want to encourage you to make a new character and play seasonal each time. Now, you can just not do that. That is an option. Are we still in beta content? No, the game is basically out. It's just they're giving people access to it a bit earlier if you got the fancier editions of the game. I should add that I didn't buy this. I was given a copy by Blizzard. They were very kind to me. Thank you. Shout out to them. But I'm not sponsored by them or anything. This was in the beta, the part you're in. That is correct. To kill here, I have still not gotten out of the starter area, or I should say, like Act 1 yet.
Neyrelle must be nearby.
I never played Seasons, don't like them. I think it depends on the game. Sometimes I'm into it. Like, if you haven't played in a while, and you're thinking about going back to a game and a new season is starting, you're like, oh, well now I'm not miles behind everybody else because we're all restarting. Sometimes it feels good, you know, going back into it at the same time that a season starts. But not every game or game mode is for everybody. I'm just trying to answer the questions as best I can. Don't listen to Mukluk, he's 1%, we know it. You bought your way into early access playing on this massive yacht. Which yacht? Is this pre-order or general release? This is like, there's no more resets. Like, this is the game is released. But they did, like, early access to people with, what was it, Ultimate Edition and something else of the game. And then if you buy the Standard Edition, you get access to the game in, like, a week or something. This whole heal for 5% every time a cursed enemy dies thing is pretty nice. Pay to play early? Yep. I mean, it makes total business sense. Yeah, they're trying to incentivize people getting the bigger versions. Wow, that guy's got a long wingspan. I didn't expect that punch to hit me from there. Did they add WASD support? If they did, it's not on by default. Like, this is A, this is S. D and W don't do anything by default. Matsuni says they mentioned they will do it. There you go. What's WASD support? Using the WASD keys to move your character instead of using point and click to move your character is what they are referring to kill. In this game right now, you do point and click. WASD in an ARPG. That's how it works in, for example, V Rising. In V Rising, you know, you can hold the A key to move left and use your mouse to be firing to the right at the same time. In this game, to do that, I'd have to be like left click, move to left. I have to like keep moving the mouse back and forth rapidly like that. And but again, in many other games, you can not all, but in many other you can do that.
By the Horadrim, the portal will lead you through this crude trap. Relax. No
Vision of Tristram.
do you hear?
Oh, that music. Oh my god, it's like a punch to the brain. Diablo 1 music. Who are you?
Who are you?
An admirer of sorts. I saved you in the mountains. You'd lost your horse and crawled into that.
Greg!
Would have frozen to death if not for me.
Why are you helping me?
Oh, it's very simple. You want to stop Lilith, and I want you to succeed. But you'll never do that by following the Horadrim.
What if the wolf is Diablo? Like, he just wants us to get Lilith out of the way.
Their path always ends.
That's not a spoiler, I don't know.
And death.
Okay. All right. So for people who didn't play, let's see if I can remember all this. Let's see. The fountain in the middle of town that got poisoned once in D1. I think down and left of it was Pepin the healer's hut. He'd give you a free full heal, and he also sold health potions each time you come to town. There was a building here, and over here was the beggar. So he's not there. Deckard Cain, who got put in the cage in D2, and you had to get him out of the cage. Yeah, Deckard was always by the fountain. Over here was Griswold the blacksmith's hut. Of course, Griswold became a zombie and was an enemy you would kill in D2. Is that his sword? It's like way shinier than everything else. Oh, okay. This is a big if. But you see this blade here? That might be Griswold's edge. There was a quest in Diablo 1 where you found a chunk of a meteorite. And he forged it into a unique item called Griswold's Edge, I think. And it was like a reward from him. It was like, the only unique item that he crafted. It wasn't one that you, like, found. That might be it. I didn't realize you're such a Diablo fan. I've told you guys, I played all of them other than the freaking phone game. Wirt the Pegleg Boy was up to the northwest, but that's not here. And then Adria was way to the east, but that's off the map. Oh, there's Wirt. I'm kidding, but that's very terrifying. Why are you telling me all this?
Why are you telling me this?
To warn you, a day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do. The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
I looked up a picture of, look around for Wirt's light, go to the Caliban. Hold on, someone said they think I'm right about the edge thing. I know about the edge, chat. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. Griswold's Edge. Images. Oh my god, I think it is. Hang on a sec. I'm opening an image here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do this like for a clip. Alright, so we're in D4. We're in the Vision of Tristram. And because I played D1, I know that this was Griswold's blacksmith. And over here, so that ghost is probably Griswold, which was of course a zombie in D2. And inside the building, there's a bunch of zombies and stuff like that. Let me move my skeletons out of the way. And right here is a corpse with a very shiny blade sticking out of it. That is Griswold's Edge. From, I think this was made in D1 after you brought Griswold a chunk of a meteorite or something like that. And then also it was in D2 as an item there. It caught my eye just because it was a lot shinier than everything around it. But yeah, that's his sword. And that one obscure corpse. That is an Easter egg. That is awesome. Oh man, that is awesome. Nostalgia.
Back in the Horadrim's illusion.
Muck with the deep Diablo lore. Dude, I remember the quest. I played through D1, 2, and 3 so